Hey guys, it's Ed from Off the Trails Outdoors. Thanks for coming back. Today you're going to do some prep for the outdoor wood boiler and the wood shed before winter starts. It's just about that time where the leaves are falling, the temperatures at night are very chilly, and we know fall and winter are just around the corner. So stay tuned and I'll show you what I got going. Okay, as you can see, I've got my wood shed stock full of wood, plenty of wood. My main problem with this unit is that every time I open the door, my smoke gets caught underneath this overhang. I do enjoy having the overhang, but every time I open that door, it does fill up with smoke, and then I end up smelling like smoke all day, and I'm going to try to alleviate some of that and fix that. So what I got going on now is, what my plan is, I'm going to go up and take a look. I'm going to try to cut out some of my roof under my overhang. I'll probably end up extending the overhang a little bit. So I want all the smoke to go up and out of the shed instead of staying inside. 2 feet here. Okay, so there you see I kind of cut out a 2 foot by 4 foot piece. I'm gonna get my Milwaukee snippers. Okay, I got my hole cut out. Now what I'm going to do next is go underneath and get this all framed around, and I'll do some edge pieces to cover the cut part of the steel and then the back part along the wall. But that should give me plenty. If you can look straight down there, there's the door opened up right beside my shop back there, and that way all of my smoke will go up. Okay, I'm up here starting to do my frame to brace this so I can cut this joist out. So I'm going to do 2 spacers, cut this off, and then do 1 piece the whole way across to keep this joist from hitting the wood boiler. Okay, so there's my skylight for my smoke. I've got some metal pieces I want to go grab and see if I can get those edges covered. Okay, I got the edges on the inside. I'm gonna go grab some more pieces for the top, but I'm also gonna find a piece of old steel to put here too, and that'll help keep all the coals of going up there and charring the ceiling. So looking at my cut in the ceiling, I need to go up and do a couple more trim pieces up top. But just looking at it right now, I might not even attempt to put the roof over top. I think it'll be fine the way it is. Water can drip down here and it shouldn't be an issue. Okay, I was able to get my trim pieces on, so that's all done and completed. So what I'm also doing now is adding some gravel here. Sometimes this area gets wet in the fall and winter time. Ice, especially in the winter. And this will help me stay out of the mud. I know I got a lot of comments on my videos last year that I should put gravel down. Well, I'm going to start that now, get it spread out. Okay, that's a good start. I got a nice gravel base down. I'll do another load here in the corner once I get things moved around here. But I'm going to tackle the inside and see what else I can do to clean this out a little bit better. So I did have this running last year an additional week or two after I gave her a good clean out, but I'm going to come back in, give it a clean out, remove all my side pans and air channels to make sure everything's cleaned up and clear before I start it here the next few weeks. Alright, this is what I'm working with, and one thing I'm going to fix before I get this going is there seems to be a crack here in the end of this tube. This tube is like $200, maybe $300. I'm going to try to have somebody weld that for me to see if I can get that to seal up. So I'm going to get the shop vac out and suck all this ash out, and I'm going to chip away at some of this creosote. Alright, next I'm just going to chip away some of the creosote on the sides here. Then I'll take out my front pan here, take out my heat exchanger, or the air exchanger, and then chip away on the sides a little bit. Okay. Okay, so here's my problem. This is the air charger channel, I guess, and this right here is the weld. I'm gonna try to weld it first. I'm gonna have somebody at work weld it before I buy a new one at $200. So hopefully that'll work. I am going to get that piece welded, the air charge tube. So we'll get this put back together here in the coming days, and then we'll be able to get things ready to have my first fire here in the next few weeks, depending on the weather. Just got my air tube back from the welder, and they did a fantastic job. So this piece is actually stainless steel, so I don't have the capabilities to do a nice weld like they could. So I'm gonna get this put back in the boiler, and I'll be ready to go here. So just like that. I'm going to tie up a few other loose ends here before I pack it up, but first I want to get the rest of this cleaned up. Okay, next I'm going to put on my primary and secondary air inlet valves. Okay, I'm going to kind of coat everything in here in WD-40 just to clean stuff up. Okay guys, thank you again for joining. This baby is ready to go. So hopefully here mid-October, early October, I'll get this fired up. This week and next week look pretty warm here, so I don't think I'm gonna have to do anything with getting this started. That's all I have for today. I really appreciate your support with the channel. If you haven't done so, hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Thank you and have a great day. This just arrived today, but you're gonna have to come back for the next video to watch me replumb my entire outdoor wood boiler system. So I'm gonna move things around and make my boiler a little bit more efficient. So I've got some elbows, some T's. So these are some mounts to attach my 1-inch pecs to my cement walls. And I got some 1-inch clamps for my pecs. So you're gonna have to come back for that video.